Hi there, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery, and tonight we're going to make this bunny rabbit that I cut out of wood. It's 3/4 inch plywood, and I had some left over out there, a scrap, so I went ahead and cut this out. So hopefully we'll see some people on. I did send a telegram out letting you know that I was coming on now. So hopefully we'll get some eyes on here, and I'll wait a few minutes before I start doing anything. I went ahead and sanded the edges of this. If you're seeing this video later and not live, then please let me know that you're here, and I'll try to say hello to you. So hopefully y'all have had a good day today, and we'll make this real cute. It shouldn't take too long. Won't do the back. I'll do the front portion and the sides, and then we'll worry about anything else, okay? So hopefully we'll get some people on here. I do see a couple people on, but nobody's saying anything yet. I'll go ahead and mix my paint together. And I'm getting white and pink because I'm going to make it a pale pink, but I do want it fairly pale because I want to use a darker pink for the nose. So we are going to do it this way, hopefully. I'm not going to mix all of that just yet in case I can use the darker pink for the nose. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some more white in here so I can make sure. Hey Donna McNair, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. I appreciate you being on here tonight. Did you have a good Thursday? I hope so. So see, it's really pale compared to this, and that's what it was to begin with. So we're just going to paint, and I slung a piece over here. Hey, Miss Bonnie, how are you doing? I'm going to take this. I may even want it a little bit lighter than this. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more white in here because I want it really pale. And there we go. So I'm just going to paint this. We're going to go ahead and do the sides and everything first. And I will do the back, of course, but we're not going to do it on the live. I'm going to go ahead and get all this done. Just the front and the sides for tonight. So, what'd y'all do today, Miss Bonnie? Anything, Miss Donna? Hey, Miss Doris, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Did y'all get the telegram? I did send one out saying I would be here in about 15 minutes, about 15 minutes ago. Hoping I'm not slinging this on my shirt. Hope not, hope not. Hey, Miss Patty, how are you doing? It's good to see ya. Let me get the edges done here so we don't have a big thick area on the back. So, this was just a scrap of wood. I'm not going to do the bottom because it has to sit on the bottom. Hey, Miss Della. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. You got the telegram. Okay, good. I just was curious. Sometimes I don't know if y'all get them or not. I'll turn my heater off in a second. For whatever reason, all of a sudden, it's hard for me to use my heater and my blow dryer thing for whatever reason. I guess it's too much load and it trips it. So I always have to turn it off. Alright, so see, it's a light pink. I'm all into the pinks. Got your box today. Thank you. Love the purse and the flower arrangement. I'm glad. Glad. Thank you. Thank you for bidding on that item. I never know. I don't go back unless somebody says, I haven't received my item yet. if you got it or not. I figured somebody just tells me if they don't get it. That's for sure. All right. So let me turn off the heater and then I'll dry this because we might need another coat. You could have an electrician out and easily correct the problem. Yeah, I probably could. Mike may be able to fix it. I haven't even asked him about it. But it's okay. It does get hot in here whenever I have the heater on underneath. And we don't get that cold here. I just get chilly for whatever reason. I knew y'all were gonna ask me about my job. Hey Jesse, hey Darlene. I decided that job was not for me, so I did not go back after the third day. I talked to her about it though. I didn't just not go back. I just believe I'm gonna have to do something besides nursing. Because my nerves can't handle that anymore. I just, 25 years of it is enough. So I don't think I'll be doing that. I don't know what I'll be doing. Hey Sandra, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey Maria, I'll be working on your bunny rabbit tomorrow. So I'm glad you're here so I can tell you that. It's good to see you on. Did you have a good day? I got Mike to pick me up another bunny rabbit. So I know I have 2, but I think I have 3. Hey, Miss Sharon, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Let me just put this on one more coat. Now I've got the eyes on here. And we're going to put some glasses on it as well. So it'll look cute. I got the glasses in the mail today. So I thought that I would use them tonight. I'm glad. Cute pink bunny behind me. Yeah, I made that. It's on an upcoming video. I don't know if it's tomorrow or the next day. It's one of those days that I do a video on making that bunny rabbit. Thank you, though. Hey, Miss Joyce Ladybug, how are you doing? Hey, Diane Cole. I don't get to see you as much anymore, girl. You busy these days? I'm glad to see you on here, both of you. Appreciate that. You don't miss a trick. I guess not. You're probably looking at everything behind me, right? I just set it up there before I came on, very busy. I figured as much. I understand that. Not a problem. Had a good day. I hear Buc-ee's pays pretty well if you're wanting something different. I wouldn't mind going there, but it's like an hour away, Maria. Because I even told my son about that because it was, you know, they pay pretty well. They're managers. I just have to do something besides nursing. I wouldn't mind working in a pharmacy, but you have to have pharmacy tech school or whatever, and that's, I'm not going to waste my money on that to only make $18 an hour when I can make $15. I don't care at this point. My mental state, my mental health is worth more. I don't, unless there's just something that's very minute to do, I just don't feel like that nursing is my call anymore. I just can't do it. All right, I'm going to do these glasses. I got these in the mail today. Aren't they cute? And I'm going to put this on here, but I think I'm going to try to do it with my finger. Just because it's one of these thin woods. I've got a thing behind me. Let me see if I can get it. I don't have any of those makeup brushes, but I've got some that are supposed to be similar to that. Let me see here. Let me see. I guess I'll use this one. It's sort of a makeup brush type thing, but it's not that square. This one is. This one's a square one, or triangle, or whatever. But I got these, and that's all I could find instead of all the white ones. So this one will do. Hey, Diana Starkey. Hey, Miss Arla. How are you doing? Hey, Miss Dreama. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. I know some people were probably thinking I was going to come on at 6, and I would have. It probably would have been after that. My commute was 30 minutes going and 30 minutes coming home. So I don't want to have to do that if I can keep from it. I just want to try to get something here in town. My day was okay. I did get to see my little baby grandson, and he was fun. He's got a little cold, though, poor baby. And he can't hardly breathe. He's got snot all in his nose. And he don't like me to mess with it either. I try to get it out. When he sneezes, I'm like, yeah, come here. Let me get that all that boogers and snot out of there. He's like all over the place. So y'all hear Bentley out there? He's a mess. He's making noise for whatever reason. There's probably nobody out there. He's either talking to other dogs or he's just making noise to be making it. I don't know. That poor dog. I wasn't going to do the sides, but then I hit the side, and so I guess I'm doing the sides. I don't guess it has to be dark or anything. Yeah, he's got boogies. That's for sure. He's got snot. Anyway, poor baby. He was having such trouble. He was asleep and laying on me, and he just couldn't hardly breathe. Poor little thing. Let's see how those do. I think that's going to be too light. I do have like a fuchsia color. Hey, Miss Anita, how are you doing? From Oklahoma. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I think I'm going to use this really bright pink and try to do it, because this is not dark enough. You can tell the difference, but I think I'm going to do these a little bit darker, and then on the edges I'll use this a little bit darker pink, just to make it look better. So we're going to do it that way. This supposedly is the easiest way to do these glasses. I don't want them too pink. That's really bright. But this kind of does a little better. If you take most of it off, see how it's a lot brighter? You're good. Thank you. I'm pretty good right now. Try to turn them off. There we go. I tell you, don't sign up online to do nothing, because they'll bug the crap out of you. They didn't leave a voicemail, and now they're calling them back again about me doing pharmacy tech, and all I wanted to do was get some information on it. It's too far from here. There's no classes here, and I don't want to spend the money on that. It's like $7,000 or $8,000, so not doing that. All right, come on. I'm trying to get just a little bit more right there. All right, so that's pretty good. I'm going to dry it a little bit. Let me get the pink off of this, and we'll put that on the edge. We don't want this really bright pink on the edge, so we'll put it a little bit darker, and that'll be better. I didn't do the back because it's going to be glued onto the bunny. I got different sizes because I didn't want to have to cut them out myself, and I could on this size right there, but there wasn't any sense in it. I just ordered some. They weren't that expensive. All right, let's put that up so we don't waste it. Don't need to waste anything these days. Hey, Miss Nancy Green, how are you doing? Let me see here. We're going to get this and see what we can do. I think that's too big of a brush, so we're going to try one of these smaller ones. I think this one will do a little bit better. Thank you for painting the page. I appreciate that. All right, so I got a big amount on the edge because I'm going to go on the edge right here. See how it's darker right there on the edge, but it's not like out there pink. And that's what I want to make sure that I don't do. I don't want to make it real bright on the edge. Just enough to tell the difference. And I'm just going around the edges of everything. Just like this. And I'll just do some right down here just because. But I don't want too much. Alright. So now I'm going to dry it. And it should look better. Hey, Miss Kim. Oh, no. Trying to get better and try not to end up in the hospital. I hope not, Miss Nancy. Hope you feel better soon, girl. Everybody's praying for you. Goodness gracious. The baby doesn't have that. They took him to the doctor and he just has allergies, but he just has a bad runny nose. I think they've been giving him medicine, but it's not helping him very much, I can tell you that, because they can't hardly give medicine to babies. There's just not much to give them, poor thing. Thank you for sprinkling, Kim. I appreciate that. All right, let me get, I should have got one more so I can go around the eyes. I may just do the brown. I'll do a little bit right here. I think I'm going to do brown though. The brown oxide that I always use. I'm going to see what that's like. Let's see. Let me turn it around. Yeah, I'll have to go where the pink is anyway. Just like that. And I'll just go on the edge over here too. Kind of like this. That way you'll see them a little bit better. Kim, I'm not doing real well. I was just telling them that I'm not cut out to be a nurse anymore. Unless something came along that was just too easy, I just can't do that much. Hey, Miss Peggy. Unfortunately, they wanted for me to do every position in the office. Thanks. And I can't do that and make even less money too. I'm just not gonna do that. I just can't do it for my mental health anymore. So I left after 3 days. I've explained everything to her. So that's the deal. Had surgery Monday. Got a growth removed from lower eye. Oh, I'm glad you got to catch me, Miss Beverly. I hope it's doing better, girl. Can't blame me at all, no. Even my friends, you know, have said, I don't know why you even went back to that. But it's because I wanted to make as much money as I could. But I just can't do it, and the commute is just really bad too. So I just can't do it. My mental health won't let me do it. I thought I could, and I just couldn't. I like doing this, but I just don't think that's gonna pan out either. But I'll do it as long as I can. Hey, Miss Connie. I hope so. I really do. All right, so here, I'm not finished with the eyes, but I just want y'all to see. Isn't it funny looking? They kind of look weird. Possessed. Yeah. I agree with you, Kim. Thanks, Darlene. I hope so. It's okay. I just have to do what I have to do, I guess. Thought I could do it. I just need to make some money, you know. Yeah, I did try. I did. But at least now I know. All right, let's see here. Try to make this one a little more pointy too. They're not exactly the same, but that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. All right. We're doing some eyelashes. Just like that. Just to make them a little different than normal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, let me get the brush. I'm going to try to get a little bit of white in there. And after I put some drying on there. Otherwise, it'll be gray. let's see what I can do. We're just gonna go like this. And then I'm just going to take the brush just because I have it, and we're going to do it like that. Not even a... There. Okay. Hey, Miss Vicki Snyder, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Doris Lovelace. Hey, Dorothy Harrison. Thank y'all for being here. You're right, Miss Doris. All right, let me see. I'm gonna get a little bit of black. We're just, this side did pretty good. This one, not so much. There. That'll be good. I'm okay, Miss Vicki. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna get these. And it's gonna look like this. Cute, right? But we're not gonna put them on just yet. We're just gonna lay them here for the most part. And we gotta do the nose, okay? This was a half ball, all right? And so I went out in the shop and I sanded it down to make it look like a nose for a bunny rabbit, because I had it on there and it was just a circle. And I just thought it would look better. So I'm just gonna take this darker color so it's not so bright. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm just gonna put it around there, and hopefully it'll be bright enough so you can see. Trying to make it. I think when it dries a little bit darker. So we'll see. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, I think it's going to be dark enough you'll be able to see it underneath the glasses. He's just going to be different 3 tones of pink. Kind of like that. It'll look funny like that. Which way do y'all like it? Like this or the way it's supposed to be? With it like that. I kind of like it like this. He's just looking kind of cute. So we're going to do it upside down, even though it's supposed to be, you like it that way upside down? I kind of like it upside down. It looks more like a nose instead of like the bunnies are supposed to be. So I'm going to take some hot glue. Let me make sure we get them where we want them, the glasses. And then I'm just going to put some of this. I really need to put a little tad of wood glue, but I'm not going to worry about that. I think the nose will stay on just fine. You like it upside down better? I think I do too. I think it just looks better. I don't know. All right, now I'm going to put this on. I'm looking for so I can mess with Francine with the hole again. Wait a minute. I need to open it up. Man, whoever said this was the right idea is so wrong. Thank you. Okay. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, it did come out. I just want a little bit of wood glue, and then we'll do the rest with this. An ice poker. Yeah, I wish I had an ice poker in here, but I don't. I do have some kind of something. Let me just put a tad, you know. Ooh, don't want to burn myself. All right, let's see here. We want to see the lashes because that's the cutest. All right. I use my teeth. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't do that, but I didn't want glue in there. So, let me get the glue off of there, so I'm just going to use the hot tool to do that. Oh, it looks cute. Or even a big heavy needle. Yeah, I probably have one of those somewhere. All right, we're going to use the black. I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to take it and go around. Just like that. And then we're going to go the other way. All right, so far it's like this, okay? Are a male. I don't know what you mean, Dorothy. Not sure. I didn't want you to need a dentist. You got that right. I'm not going to do that. Can't afford a dentist right now. Whose husband needs it? Tanya, how are you? Sitting in the hospital. Oh, well, I hope your husband's okay. I'm okay. Nail. Or a nail. Oh, a nail to do it. Yeah. All right, let me make some whiskers. Let me get a little bit of water. Let me see if I can do this. One more. So there's the little whiskers. Hey, Margaret Fazio, how are you doing? Thank you. It's a girl. It's going to be a girl. We're going to put some blush on her. And also put it in her ears. do a little bit more over here. Now what I'm going to do is put some white right here, just a little white. Like that. A little on the nose. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not finished yet. It's cute though, isn't it? Okay, so I bought this and I thought it was going to be thicker than this. It's this kind of stuff, and I thought it was going to, see, when I saw it, it looked like that. And I thought that it was going to look way cuter. But we're going to try to make hair, okay? So I'm just going to take a good portion, and we're going to take it and, let's see. Okay, these aren't the fabric scissors. I can tell that right away. And then I'm going to take this and put in the center. Right here. If I can figure out which one's which to make a knot. I know it looks kind of funny. Thank you. Hey, Brenda. Well, I guess it. All right. So we're just going to take this and cut it some. I don't want it to look too ragged. She got it in her eye. All right, now I had already done one, but this one kind of needs a trim too. All right, so what I wanted to do, and I might need to do 3. I think I'm going to do 3 so it hangs off some. Hey there, Lori. How are you doing? I appreciate you being here. Hey, What She Shed, how are you doing? I forget your name. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to get this one, and hopefully it's not too thick. And maybe I can put it in the center. What I'm going to do is just go in the middle, tie a knot. Trying here. It's hard to see the end of it. Doggone it. And I'm going to tighten a knot. Thank you for sprinkling. Lisa, She Shed. I'll have to remember. Gosh, I see you all the time and say good morning and stuff. But girl, I don't know names for nothing. I need to be learning. All right, now we're going to just cut off all this excess. We don't want too much. I just think she's going to look cute and different. All right. It's everywhere. It's the bad thing. Thank y'all. Hey, Vicki Newland. How are you, girl? All right. Let me get all the fuzzies off of it and just make sure that we do trims, okay? So now I've got 3, and we're going to have 3 across here, and that's her hair. So I'm just going to, goodness, I'm going to take my hot glue, and we're just going to glue some here, glue some there, and glue some here. Okay, then we're going to put her a bow on her head. Since she's pink and all, we're not going to make her no boy. We're going to make her a girl. Alright, she got some stuff in her eyes, but she's got hair going on. So, we just want her to be different, okay? Let's make sure that we cut some of this off of her so we don't cover up the glasses and we don't cover up her eyes. because we don't want that because she's looking all cute and everything. All right, so I've got a ribbon here that I got at Sam's. I've been using that. This looks Eastery to me. And I'm just, thank you, Kim. And I'm just going to make a bow, okay? It's got yellow and pink in it. So that'll kind of break it up right there with the yellow on the top. Hopefully, anyway. Thank you, Dorothy. All right, let's just see. Let me cut some. Don't have to get all of that. There. So we'll just see what we're going to do here. Now this has got some wire in it, so it's a lot easier to fix the bow, but I like the bow with a big bow. Oh, you're sweet, Della. If you need to go, honey, it's okay. You can always watch replays. Yeah, Thursday night's one of those nights that everybody comes on, it seems. All right, let's see here. And I'm almost finished, Della, and then you can go if you need to. You can go now if you need to. All right. I'm just making this a regular bow because it's got that wire in it. And see, the yellow makes it where you can see. So just put some glue on there, and I'm going to put it right at the edge here if I don't burn myself. Right in her hair. Thank you, Miss Vicky. You love the ribbon? I like the ribbon too. It's pretty. It's just simple, you know? All right, I'm holding it for just a second here. Color Pops. All right, so here she is. It's got everything on here. All right, and I will paint the other. All right, so here she is. She's looking cute, okay? She's got her lashes and everything. Hey, Miss Patty Willard again. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I ordered these on Etsy if anybody's interested in purchasing those, but I wish I had something to cut them out with. But I ordered them because I don't have one of those fancy lasers. Thank you, Miss Donna. Thank you, Miss Connie. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Vicky. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I appreciate y'all coming on tonight, and I will see y'all again on Sunday. Thank you, Beverly. You're sweet. Thank you so much, Kim. I will. Thank you, Miss Lori. I appreciate that. And y'all have a good evening. I will see y'all on Sunday, and I'll have a couple videos in the next couple of days so y'all can see some more crafts, okay? She looks studious. She does, doesn't she? Thank you, Doris. I'm glad. Y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Thanks, Sandy. Good night.